Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our last Grizzly broadcast for 2024 as the kids are officially out of school now, and they're playing the last doubleheader of the year against the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles right here at Northwest. And we're joined before the girls' game, which will tip off at the top of the hour, by our head girls coach, Christina Commons. And Coach, I know you're in the middle of finals, so this is a busy time for you.
Oh yeah, and you know what? It's not just me, the kids as well. It's a stressful, like they're worried about their grades. They're trying to make sure things are taken care of. Teachers are saying that there's a deadline and kids having to appease by that. And it's a kind of a stressful moment.
Well, they'll get through it. Of course, by the time they get to game time here, they'll be somewhat relaxed because it's all over. And now
Yes.
they're looking forward to the game, and of course then to the Christmas break. So uh, let's look back first of all at Tuesday night's game. I know that is a game I know that you aren't very happy with the result or the game itself, as we just seemed like we came out flat on Tuesday night.
It was almost like we wanted to point fingers the whole entire game. Nobody, I mean, I don't want to say step up because there were moments where, yes, we had players step up and they took care of business. Um, East had a lot higher pressure than what I was kind of expecting.
They
After
were
watching
high
some of their
pressure, yes.
films, they were definitely in our face and whatnot. So we have to be ready for that with Bishop Carroll as well. But I mean, I don't want to blame the finals. I don't want to blame there's break right around the corner. Like we get a time off, from school, from basketball. We have this moment that everybody, yes, is looking forward to. It's the end of a semester, right? But you could just tell last night that just something wasn't quite coming together, and we didn't want to come together. So hopefully we can fix that for tonight's game because I mean we're at home again. Like I love when we're on the road. We play like I feel like we play very, very well. But now I want to play home. I want to be at that home atmosphere, fear, and show everybody what we're made of.
You mentioned the East High's high pressure defense, and we talked about it during the broadcast as well. It seems like the that may be the trend for the year as teams look at your game film. The high pressure defense has worked against us.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that we don't try to do that to ourselves in practice, but we do. I mean, we know our own plays. Like we can prevent things from happening because we know where people should be going. Um, so I don't know if we just need to turn it up even more in practice or what, but I think it all just kind of comes down to the game day. How are we going to react? And then are we going to let that defeat us or are we going to keep going?
Let me ask a question about something totally different, and that's the 35-second shot clock. I make no bones about the fact that I am not a big fan of the shot clock and never have been. But one thing that I have noted, or it seems to me, offensively, when we get the ball, I feel like we're rushing to quickly get something off because we're afraid the buzzer's going to go off. And, instead of, it seems like we're not working the ball enough and we're taking shots with 25 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time to work in for a play rather than try and just run and gun it and get the shot. And of course, if we don't make it and we don't get the rebound, boom, our opponent has a transition basket ready to go. Am I wrong in that assumption, or do you think the 35-second clock doesn't make any difference?
I don't feel like with my girls, because we don't practice with one. As you can tell, we don't utilize it. We don't take that time. We don't even use even half of it, most
Right.
of it. We've never gotten in a situation where it became a problem. We've made other teams have an issue with it, which is awesome. I think that's great. But that is something that we are trying to work on. There are, I mean, some of our plays that we do call, they have shots within the first pass or two that are options. The only thing is we can't force them. And that's kind of where we're at right now. We got to let some things go more through the motions of the play and see what other opportunities we can get instead of just taking I can. Like it is an option. So just
Right.
letting things flow, it's going to be different. And I think you're going to see a lot more of us being able to do more of that, I think, in January. Because I mean, you're playing so often, you're getting this and that, and I think we'll settle into the what we're doing.
And this is our last visit of the year. So let me ask this, since you brought up January, what is your practice schedule going to be during the winter break? I know there are days that you're not allowed to practice, but let everybody know exactly what you're able to do and what you'll be doing.
So basically, next week, the district has basically blocked off almost the entire week. We could come back on a Friday if we wanted to, but I'm gonna let my kids kind of have that. Because one, it's a Friday. You're gonna have parents that may take off or whatever, and they're gonna celebrate Christmas, with Christmas kind of falling right in the middle of the week, right? So I don't want to take my families away. I don't want to prevent them from getting those opportunities because I think that's important. So we're gonna have all next week off, and then the following week after Christmas, we're gonna be in the gym the entire week. We got West on Friday. We do kind of have this kind of ritual kind of thing going where we ask parents to come to practice and kind of play against us. And so we get a good family bonding, not just with as a team, but as the families as well, and kind of let them come and play. We're going to have a couple former seniors come back. They're going to play with us. It just makes for that break, that holiday, that family piece really come together when we can come into the gym, we can work out, and we can do things together.
Okay, so the break is probably going to be good, as you mentioned, and then back to work.
Oh yeah.
Back to work the Monday after Christmas, and as you mentioned, we have West High then
Yep.
that following Friday. So it's another game to get ready for. And you mentioned the playing against some of the graduating seniors from last year. I ran into two of them at the game last night. Invited them both to come on. They both declined, but McKaylee Nave was at the game as well as Mackenzie Edwards.
Yep.
And I did get a chance to visit with them off camera for a few minutes, and seems like they've got their lives going forward, and I'm happy for both of them that they are.
Oh yeah, and it's all even better that the fact that they're still coming back, you know. A lot of the times you see them so busy with what they've got going on, they don't end up coming back to a game. So I'm excited to see if we can get them in the gym again.
That would be fun, I'm sure. So
Oh yeah.
let's look at the matter at hand. You got Bishop Carroll tonight, and of course Bishop Carroll is always tough. What do you know about this particular group of girls?
I mean, yeah, they're quick. They got shooters. They can dribble. They can handle pressure. They play zone. They play man. It's going to be a back and forth game, which I'm okay with. I'm really hoping that they stay in a zone that I've been kind of watching, because that's kind of what they've done a little bit. But at the same time, I know they'll man. I mean, if you've seen us, they're going to go man to man, you know.
Right, right.
They're probably going to press, you know, and those are all things that we are focusing on and trying to work on, because, I mean, even the other night, once you get past the half court, we had so many layup opportunities, and I mean, we practice layups every single day. We have actually in practice even gotten better at our layups, but for some reason, when it comes a game, I mean, we can't make a shot to save our lives on that. But
It's like
again,
cellophane on the basket.
yeah, and it's just all things that we've been working on and we're taking care of. So my hope is once again, I really am hoping that what I'm seeing in practice and what we see in the away games, if we can even come close to that in tonight's game, it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful night.
Okay. Last question. What's the injury situation?
Talia is actually able to come back. We're going to kind of see how it goes, and we'll see what we get out of her. Amelia is her concussion is really taking a number on her, and I feel horrible because she's got classes. That's our main front with her, is making sure we can get her back to class first, and she is coming to school. She's taking care of her grades, and just making sure she's comfortable throughout the day, and hopefully we'll get to see her in January.
I hope so. Well, we wish them both a very speedy recovery, and we'll look forward to seeing them both on the floor soon. So, best of luck to you tonight against Bishop Carroll. And since this is our last visit, I'll take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas, and hope you have a good time with your family.
Oh yeah, happy holidays to everyone.
All righty. Thank you very much. Head coach Christina Commons on our pregame visit. Stay tuned now. We are going to take a 60-second timeout, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's girls contest against the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Get out there. Join the fun. Support your team.
And we welcome you to Wichita Northwest High School for tonight's Greater Wichita Athletic League doubleheader, featuring the Golden Eagles of Bishop Carroll High School and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. They have just begun the introduction of the starting lineups for the girls' game, and so let's get right to it. Starting with Bishop Carroll. Bishop Carroll will be wearing their road green uniforms tonight. A 5'10" junior guard, number 1, Avery McCory. 5'8" junior guard, number 2, Anna Stahlbomber. 5'6" senior guard, number 4, Lily Martin. 5'7" sophomore guard, number 22, Brooke Stephen. And a senior forward at 5'11", number 30, Megan Simon. Bishop Carroll is coached by Taylor Dugan, assisted by Kyrie Kinder, Casey Lager, and Rebecca Shalasi. Now the starting lineup for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Dressed in white tonight, a 5'1" sophomore guard, number 1, Aubrey Lohman. 5'8" senior guard, number 12, Star Leday. 5'10" junior guard, number 30, Aubrey Navarrete. 5'11" senior forward, number 33, Kylina Hallman. And a 6-foot senior forward, number 34, Cameron Stubbs. Grizzlies are coached by Christina Commons and LaShona Jones. Glad to have you on board wherever you are on planet Earth tonight here, folks. We welcome you. We're going to try and give you the best broadcast possible. As it stands right now, I am the only one here. The rest of my crew is either late or decided not to come, one or the other. But right now it is just me. We're gonna do everything we can to keep as much current as we can. We'll give you the time by the minute rather than a running clock, so you'll have an approximate idea. I'll advise you of time as we go forward. And we'll try and keep the camera where the ball is, and we'll do the best we can. I'm operating 3 pieces of equipment at once tonight. Stubbs will tip it off for Northwest, and she'll do it against Megan Simon. And we're underway. Carroll wins the opening toss. And around the horn they go with it. Trying to get it into the paint. It's picked off by Aubrey Navarrete. And Navarrete brings it down the floor. Up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Megan Simon, and here comes Bishop Carroll right back down the floor with it. A long three, misses everything. It's rebounded by Stubbs, and we have a whistle. And it will be Grizzly basketball. Inbounded to Aubrey Lohman. Back to Kylena Hallman. Now back to Lohman again. And here come the Grizzlies down the floor. And they turn it over. Bishop Carroll basketball. If you're just joining us, we've just gotten underway here in the girls' varsity match. There is no score as we approach 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Underneath to Simon. Out here to Lily Martin. Martin from the free throw stripe puts it up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hallman. Almost threw it away, but Star Lede comes up with it for Northwest. There's a shot missing and a rebound to the Grizzlies. That's Aubrey Lohman who comes back with it. Now she'll give it to Lede. Hallman faked a shot. Navarrete in the paint, puts it up. It's short, partially blocked, rebounded by Simon. And the Bishop Carroll comes down the floor with it. Into the paint it goes to Simon. She puts it up and she scores, and Bishop Carroll is on the board first here in the first quarter. A whistle over and back is called. That'll turn it over to Bishop Carroll, and the first substitutions of the night come in. Coming in for Northwest in place of Cameron Stubbs is number 5. That'll be Anaya Simpson, the 5'9" junior forward. Carroll with it again, moving it around into the paint. Simon puts it up, it doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Hallman, and then there's a foul on the play. And that'll be the first foul of the game for either team, and it's on Lily Martin. Lohman with it, sends it across to Lede. Back to Lohman. Grizzlies bring it down the floor. Taken away by Carroll, now taken right back by Navarrete and then stolen again by Martin. 3 turnovers in 3 seconds here. And the three-pointer is good. We have a substitution coming in. Stahlbomber, who just subbed out a moment ago, comes in, replacing Lily Martin. Grizzlies inbound. We're back underway here. Lede to Lohman, back to Lede. She puts up a 3 ball off the rim, no good. The putback by Simpson is blocked twice now, and Simon comes away with it for Bishop Carroll, and now there's a whistle on the play. And we'll see what they're calling here. It just may be an out-of-bounds play. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Are you a dad yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right. Tell her I'm cheering. That's Gavin Dart just stopped by here for a moment to say hello, and his lovely bride, Taylor, is due any minute, literally any time now, with their first, and we're wishing them the absolute best. That one gets thrown out of the way. Grizzly basketball. 4:47 remaining, first quarter, 5-0, Grizzlies trail. That one's intercepted and knocked out of bounds by Brooke Stephen. It'll stay with Northwest. They'll inbound from the baseline. That one goes to Lede and almost thrown away there. Lede double team. She's in trouble. Nice feed, though, to Hallman, and a foul's going to be called on Carroll. That'll be their second foul. And we evidently have a timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout being taken by Northwest. Boys game will follow this one about 20 minutes after its conclusion, and then we're done for the year. This will be the last broadcast of 2024. Our next game and our next broadcast will be January 3rd. We'll be at West High for a doubleheader. Girls will play at 6. We're on the air at 5:45 on January 3rd of 2025. Ball's inbounded again. That's Navarrete with it. Feeds it in to Simpson. Spin move. Shot partially blocked. She gets it back, and now a foul called. That'll be the third foul on Bishop Carroll here in the first quarter. Grizzlies will inbound it. That'll be Lohman inbounding. She gets it out here to Navarrete, and Navarrete lost the handle, and here comes Bishop Carroll for an easy lay-in. Bad pass cost us 2 points there. On the far side, Aubrey Lohman, and now we have another over and back call. 2 over and back calls on Northwest here in the first quarter. And the Grizzlies make some substitutions here as Navarrete and Hallman, the two big ones, come out. J.C. Schur, number 2, is in for Northwest. And she's joined out there by, who else came in? She's out there with Simpson, Lohman. Oh, Stubbs came back in, and Leday. There's your 5 on the floor for Northwest here in the latter part of the first quarter. Carroll inbounds it, far side. They thought about a 3 and pulled it back down. Now over here on the near side. Martin with it, puts up a 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by whom? Carroll gets the rebound. Brooke Stephen puts it up and misses, and it's rebounded by Stubbs. Grizzlies bring it down the floor. Sure with it on the near side. Still got people coming in, and they're doing a nice job of screening us here. We have a whistle and a turnover. It'll go to Bishop Carroll. I didn't see what happened because my view was blocked by the crowd. All righty. Carroll will inbound it. 3:10 to go, first quarter. Grizzlies down by a touchdown. Waiting on the inbound, that's McCory that will inbound it to Martin. Martin will bring it across the timeline for the Eagles. Martin again feeds it into the paint. Simon puts it up, misses. The rebound to J.C. Schur. And it will be Leday bringing it across the timeline. She gets it to Lohman. Lohman into the corner for Leday. Back out here to Schur. Schur almost lost the handle. Gets it back to Stubbs. Stubbs in the paint to Simpson. It goes up. She's fouled going up. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2. First one misses. Daisha Johnson will come in for Star Leday for Northwest. And the second one falls. Grizzlies are on the scoreboard at 7-1. Carroll brings it down the floor as we're approaching 2 minutes remaining here. Into the paint. McCory feeds it to Simon for the basket. Nice assist and a nice basket by the Eagles. Sure with it, dishes it back to Stubbs. Stubbs' pass is deflected out of bounds and a break for Northwest. Exactly 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It'll be inbounded to Lohman. She'll bring it across the timeline for Northwest. Simpson almost lost it. Puts it up and scores. Nice job, Anaya Simpson. That one picked off by Lohman. She feeds it to Sure. Sure can't get to the basket in time. We welcome you back and we apologize for our break in the action here as our computer crashed toward the end of the first quarter. You haven't missed much. It's 16-6 as we start the second quarter. Bishop Carroll inbounds to start play, and here we go again. Grizzlies are down by 10 after 1 quarter of play. Now they're down by a dozen. Operating 3 people short here tonight, as Elizabeth has the night off. This will be Starla Day putting it up. She misses the first one. She'll get one more. The only thing I didn't need tonight is a technical problem to have to deal with all by my lonesome, and that's exactly what we got. 18-7. Bishop Carroll brings it down the floor. Three ball is off the heel, no good. Stephen feeds it in, and a foul is called. Stahlbomber will go to the line and shoot a pair. It's on Holman. It's her second. Stahlbomber's first is, oh gosh, it took 3 bounces and fell. If we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have any. Second one misses, and it's rebounded by Carroll. And taken away by Hallman. Nice job. Stubbs with it now. Feeds it up to Starla Day, and here come the Grizzlies down the floor with it. Lede, top of the key, sends it over on the near side to Navarrete. Back to Hallman. So Lede for 3. That's going to be off the front, no good, and rebounded by Simon. Carroll comes down. There's a long one that misses. Carroll gets the rebound. There's another 3, and that one is off the mark. Carroll with the 3rd rebound. McCory into the paint. Now back out. And Avery McCory scores. 21-7, Grizzlies trail. Approaching 6 minutes to go here in the first half. There's a steal and a nice feed. Oh, they overfed it, and she couldn't get the lay-in. They'll get in the basket anyway. And I think Northwest is going to take a full timeout, and indeed they are. They'll take the timeout. We will take it as well. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS, and this is Grizzly basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Grizzlies inbound coming out of the timeout. Trailing by a bunch. And that one is intercepted by Carroll, but knocked out of bounds, so it'll be a possession for the Grizzlies. Lohman has it, brings it back into play. Navarrete puts up a three ball. Off the heel, no good, rebounded by Simon for Carroll. Called her number a lot on the defensive boards tonight so far. There's a three, short of everything, picked off by Carroll. They hit the baseline with it. It'll turn it over to Northwest. A three from the corner, misses. Rebounded by Stubbs, back to Navarrete. She puts it up again and misses a second time. And the Grizzlies just can't seem to find the basket here. This is the same problem they had on Tuesday. They couldn't get the easy shots to go. There's a nice pick by Leday. She'll bring it coast to coast, goes up, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Fouls on Brooke Stephen. That's her first. Team's second in the quarter. Leday will shoot a pair. The first one is up, and it rims out. Coming in for Northwest now, Simpson returns, replacing Stubbs. So we've got Simpson, Hallman, Leday, Lohman, and Navarrete on the floor. And she missed them both. Rebound to Carroll. Into the paint it goes. Now into the corner. McCory trying to do something with it. Puts it into the paint. Shot misses. The rebound. Do we have a jump ball here? Or they're calling a foul. And they're going to call it on Hallman, I think. It is. It's Kalina Hallman's third. She will sit down, I'm sure, shortly. She is still in the game. Navarrete just came out. And now we have another foul. And that's Hallman's fourth foul. This time we'll have free throws being shot. First one rims out. At the line is DeGraffenried, Gemma DeGraffenried for Carroll. And the second one is good. Grizzlies trail 24-7. 4:20 to go in the half. Hallman, with her 4 fouls, is still in there. Leday. To Daisha Johnson. Johnson pulls it out, gives it to Lohman. Lohman into the corner now. Simpson back to Lohman. And it's taken away. They wouldn't have gotten it off anyway. The shot clock went off. So the Grizzlies weren't going to score on that possession anyway. Hallman gives it to Johnson, who will bring it across the timeline. Daisha Johnson off the glass, no good. And it goes out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. Stubbs comes back in for Northwest. Simon back in for Carroll. I'm going to say it's Northwest ball. Why are we leaving here? Here we go. Johnson looking for help. Gets it out here to Lohman. Lohman, top of the key, sends it wide, far side. Stubbs into the paint. Oh, nice save by Johnson. No, she lost it. And here comes Carroll for the lay-in. No, it's blocked nicely there by Lohman. Out of play, it'll stay with Carroll, but a good defensive block by Aubrey Lohman. Carroll subs in a pair more. Into the paint, Simon back out. That's a long 2, misses everything, and goes out of bounds. It'll be Northwest ball. Simpson with it in the paint, tried to pass it in. Stubbs, count it. Cameron Stubbs puts it in for Northwest. Carroll in the paint with it again. And a 3 by Bishop Carroll. Leday with it. Into the corner for Lohman. Back to Leday. This will be a possession for Northwest, and Navarrete will come in, and I think Lohman is going to go out now. I am correct. So we've got Leday, Navarrete, Stubbs, Schur, and Simpson on the floor for Northwest. Ball's inbounded, and we're back underway here. Inside 2 minutes to go. And it's taken away by Carroll. They bring it down quickly. Northwest will bring it up. Leday has it for the Grizzlies. Long 3, good! Star Leday for 3. There's a 3-ball by Carroll. It misses everything. And the ball's out of bounds. Turn it over to Northwest. 1:11 remaining in the first half. And we don't have a halftime guest for you tonight. I wish we did. in the paint. J.C. Sure misses. Rebounded by Carroll. That's Curry with it on the rebound. Stephen brings it across the timeline. Curry with it again. 44 seconds remaining in the first half. That's Stephen underneath. Back to Stephen, puts it up, short, rebound, misses. Another rebound to Carroll. That one goes in, and it's 31-12. 17 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Navarrete scores. Carroll will get the last crack at it, evidently. Out of bounds to Northwest, but the clock has run out, and we are at halftime. Halftime score, wow. Bishop Carroll 31 and Northwest 14. A tough first half for Northwest. We'll see what's here after halftime. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back shortly. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly basketball on the web.
Welcome back to Northwest, where we are at halftime of the girls varsity game, and the Grizzlies trail by 17 at half to the Golden Eagles. They've got a lot of work cut out for them here in the second half, and Grizzlies just unable to get on track tonight. They have missed a lot of shots here in the first half. And Carroll, quite frankly, has done just the opposite. They've been very good shooting-wise here in the first half. And they've played some good defense as well, and that's the reason for their lead. Tonight tonight is our final broadcast of the year. I mentioned that earlier, but if you just joined us, the boys will play, and then we're done until January 3rd when we travel to West High to take on the Pioneers for the first time this year. And if you heard the pregame show from Coach Commons, both teams will have all of next week off. They're not allowed to practice during the week of Christmas. And then the following week, they'll be practicing every day again in preparation for their game on that Friday. That would be Friday, January the 3rd. And we will be there. Boys' game should be a barn burner, so you want to stick around for that. Boys are 4-0 on the season. And Carroll is coming off a huge win against Cape and Mount Carmel on Tuesday. Cape and Mount Carmel was the number one ranked team in 5A going into Tuesday night and got upset by the Golden Eagles. So this is going to be the second game is going to be a great one to end the calendar year with, if you will. I'm going to give my voice a rest. We've got about 7 minutes here before we start the second half. Time for you to get yourself a beverage and a snack. And then we'll be back for the second half of the girls' contest. So stay with us.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food cost for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
And welcome back, getting set for the start of the third quarter here in the girls varsity contest. Grizzlies will inbound the ball to begin play, and they're going to do it down 17 points to Bishop Carroll. So they have their work cut out for them here as we start the third quarter of play. Grizzlies will be playing from right to left here in the second half. And if you're just joining us, the clock on your graphic will be counting down minutes only. And we will not do a running clock because we are super short-handed here tonight. And we're underway here in the third quarter. On the floor for Northwest, Aubrey Lohman, Star Leday, Navarrete, Cameron Stubbs, and Anaya Simpson. Notably absent is Kylena Hallman, who is sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. Didn't get a chance to tell you a little injury update. We'll give it to you now, and that is first foul, by the way, on Carroll here in the third quarter. For tonight, Amelia Bootsma is still out with a concussion. She is a scratch for tonight. Talia Lewis is available, coming off the concussion injury. Has not played yet, but she is available, and there's a basket there by McCory to start play in the third quarter. Star Leday brings it down, for the Grizzlies. Sorry about that. And there's a loose ball on the floor. Who's going to get it? Lohman picks it up, and it's going to be a jump ball. And unfortunately, that good play is going to be wasted as it will turn over to Bishop Carroll on the alternating possession, arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports. Stephen with the ball. Now in the paint and back to Simon again from Curry. Thought about a three, did Lily Martin, and now we have, looks like a lane violation, I believe, against Carroll. We'll turn it over to Northwest. Grizzlies inbound, and we're back underway here. Grizzlies will bring it up the floor. Oh, and Simpson lost the handle, and it will turn back over to Bishop Carroll. Carroll scores. Grizzlies bring it back down again. Navarrete, count him, you betcha. Into the corner. Steven puts up a three off the front, no good. Rebounded by Simpson. And here comes Northwest back down the floor. Lohman got fouled over there, and that's the second team foul on Carroll here in the third quarter. Coming in for the Eagles is Corbin Mount, number 13, the 5'10" junior forward. That one goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Northwest. Lohman to inbound it. And she was having some trouble there. Got it into Stubbs. Now back to Lohman. There's a long one. Missing, and the rebound by Simon. Underneath, picked off by Simpson. Nia Simpson with it, bringing it up the floor. Starlade looking it over. Sends it across to Navarrete. Navarrete for three, off the rim, no good. And rebounded by Lily Martin. Here comes Carroll right back with it. Curry into the paint. Dishes it off. There's a three ball, nothing but net. 3-point basket by Peyton Zachman of Carroll. There's a loose ball on the floor. Grizzlies came away with it. Lohman gives it to Navarrete for three. It's short, and it's rebounded by Curry. Here comes Carroll right back. And what are we going to have here? We have an injury timeout or a timeout? Timeout. We have a timeout. Being taken by somebody, by Carroll. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Grizzlies trail 38-16. With 4:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Grizzlies have 4 timeouts left. Carroll has 3. Grizzlies haven't fouled in this quarter. Carroll has 2. The only person in the game in any real foul trouble is Kylina Hallman, who has not played in the third quarter at all. She's sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. Carroll will resume play here, coming out of the timeout. And we're back underway. Into the corner, and they threw it away. Northwest will get the ball. Northwest looking to cut into this big lead. They're down by 22 at the moment. Here's a pick away by Carroll. 2-on-1 break and a score. McCory gets the basket off a great assist. That one's deflected. Stubbs gets it. And now we have a jump ball, and that will go to the Grizzlies on the alternating possession. Starlade will inbound it. Carroll comes away with the rebound off the miss. And an easy lay in that time, another nice assist. The basket to DeGraffenried. J.C. Schur off the front, no good. And a quick rebound here to Carroll. DeGraffenried in the paint gives it off. There's a pass across the way, a long ball, misses. I thought Schur would get that one. She did not. And they're going to call a foul here against Carroll, I believe. Fouls on Kendall Doonan, excuse me. Her first, team foul number 3 for Bishop Carroll. There's a miss, rebounded to Stubbs. Leday for 3, good! Carroll with it, off the heel, no good. Who's going to get the rebound? There's another 3 bouncing off the rim. This rebound goes to Simpson, feeding it quickly to J.C. Schur. Leday to Lohman. Lohman to Schur. Leday again to Lohman. Lohman puts up a 3. Off the front, no good. Rebounded by Carroll. Here come the Eagles back with it. That one misses, rebounded by Schur. And it will be Leday bringing it up the floor. Leday thought about a 3. Now gives it back to Schur, top of the key, across the way to Lohman. Man-to-man being played here by Carroll. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Carroll. And that should be free throws. Lohman will go to the line and with a chance to cut into the lead with the clock stopped at 1:02 to go. First one is good. Navarrete comes in for Northwest, and Bishop Carroll makes a complete line change. Bowman will get one more here. And the second one misses. Put back, count it. Nice job that time by Simpson. Anaya Simpson having a pretty good night. This is Simon putting it up. It's blocked, but a foul is called. First foul of the quarter on Northwest. It's on Navarrete, her first. And the first free throw by Simon is good. Mariah Staten comes in for Northwest, number 3. Replacing Lohman. The second one is also good. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Leday with it. Dishes it into Navarrete. Now back out to Staten. To Schur. JC for 3. Off the heel, no good. Put back, count it. That's Simpson again on the basket. Beautifully done. There's a 3 ball off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Simpson. And that's it for the third quarter. Well, we're at the end of 3 quarters of play, and the score is Bishop Carroll 44 and Northwest 24. We'll be with the fourth quarter after this. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more.
Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrews Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrews Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrews Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly basketball on the web. Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter, it'll be Bishop Carroll inbounding to start play here in quarter number 4. And they have a 20-point lead. Grizzlies hung in there in the third quarter. They lost that quarter only by 3 points after being down 17 at halftime. So a much improved third quarter for Northwest. Ball's inbounded. Martin has it. We're back underway. She sends it back out to Steven. Into the corner, Curry. Back out to Lily Martin on the near side. Feeds it in to Simon. Goes up and she's fouled. That'll be the first foul of the quarter for Northwest. That's the first foul on Simpson. Simon will shoot a pair here. First one is good. And Simon makes them both. Simpson will inbound, and the Grizzlies will bring it down the floor. J.C. Sure with it, gives it to Mariah Staten. And that one is picked off, and here comes Steven, unassisted, going coast to coast for Bishop Carroll. Those are the kind you hate to see. Navarrete, good from three-point land. There's one picked off by Star Lede. Underneath it goes out of bounds, and it will be Northwest basketball. Inbounded, and whoops. That's going to be over and back, and that's the third one of those tonight. Bishop Carroll will inbound. They do so with 6:45 remaining in the game. Lede picks it off. And we have a foul called on Bishop Carroll. That'll be their first foul of the quarter. Navarrete will inbound it. We're back underway. Lede has it, top of the key, feeds it wide to Staten. Staten to Sure. Back to Lede. And that one goes out of bounds. It will stay with Northwest. Coming into the game for the Grizzlies, Aubrey Lohman, number 1, and coming back in for the first time in the second half is Kylena Hallman. Hallman coming in, playing now with 4 fouls. And we have a foul called. Aubrey Lohman's going to go to the line here. Well, I have Carroll with 2 fouls. The scoreboard has 1. And Lohman misses. Stephen will bring it down. Rebound picked off by Navarrete. Lohman to Staten, and she saved it. Good job, Mariah Staten. Unfortunately, Carroll came in and picked it off. Lily Martin feeds it into Simon. Simon, get the basket, the assist to Lily Martin. There's a long one, short of everything. It goes out of play, and it will turn over to Bishop Carroll. And Carroll makes another line change. Underneath. And a foul call. We'll be shooting free throws here. Will Bishop Carroll. Fouls on Aubrey Lohman. That's her first. First free throw is off the rim. No good. By Mount. She'll get one more. Second one is good. Grizzlies bring it down the floor. Lohman with it. Gives it to Staten. Staten into Hallman. Kylina back out to Navarrete for three. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Corbin Mount, and here comes Carroll back. In the corner. Out to Peyton Zachman, number 14. Ten-footer, misses. Rebound to the Eagles. There's another miss. That one goes out of bounds. It will go to Northwest. Was wondering that myself. 4:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies down 51-29. Navarrete to Lohman. Lohman looking for some help. Man-to-man by Carroll. Navarrete for three, misses. And the rebound over there to Doonan. Here comes Bishop Carroll right back down the floor. Into the corner. Mount lost the handle. Carroll gets it back underneath, and a lay-in misses. That's a rare miss, but Corbin Mount got her own putback and puts it in. And a foul as Lohman went up. She'll go to the line, and she will shoot a pair. Each team with two team fouls here in the fourth quarter. Lohman to shoot a pair. First one is up and good. Starla Day comes in for Navarrete. So she's out there with Lohman, of course, Kylina Hallman, Cameron Stubbs, and I believe that's Daisha Johnson. It is. Second one misses, rebounded by Carroll, and here they come down the floor. Pressure being put on by Johnson. Underneath, puts it up, doesn't go. Rebound out of play. It stays, turns over to Northwest. 3:01 to go. Into Aubrey Lohman. Starla Day for three. Good! Nothing but net. And Carroll brings it back down. Woodard with it and a whistle. Foul's going to be called, and Hallman is already walking off the floor, so you know who's guilty. She is done for the night. She'll be replaced by Talia Lewis, the 5'7" sophomore guard in the game for the first time. Glad to see her back out there. There's an easy lay-in for Bishop Carroll. 2:20 to go. No question who's going to win the game. The question is, what will the score be? Leday. Lewis puts it up. She's fouled. She's going to go to the line with a chance to get on the score sheet. Well, first one is way short. She puts her hands in her face. Oops. Varsity jitters. She'll put the next one up, and that one's off the heel. Carroll gets the rebound. Lewis puts it up and count it. Oh, Talia Lewis gets on the score sheet after all. And now we have a whistle, and we have a full timeout being called here by Bishop Carroll. We're going to take it with them. Stay with us. Grizzlies down by 20. We'll be back after this. You're watching NWHS, and this is Grizzly basketball.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Back at Northwest, coming out of the timeout, we have right at 2 minutes remaining here in the game. Grizzlies trail by 20. And it will be Bishop Carroll's ball coming out of the timeout. On the floor for Northwest to finish it up by Cameron Stubbs, Daisha Johnson, Starla Day, Talia Lewis, and Aubrey Lohman. Your 5 on the floor for the Grizzlies. And we're back underway. Carroll with it. Down the floor we come. And it's taken away by Lohman. Lohman up the floor. Stubbs picks the ball off, puts it up, and is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot a pair. And the first one bounces off the heel and drops. She'll get one more. Martin comes back in for Bishop Carroll, and she's joined there by Peyton Zachman. Stubbs' second one is rims ins and out, and that's just the way the game's gone for Northwest. Bishop Carroll with it. Pressure being put on by Northwest. Good time to practice it. Lily Martin drives into the paint, off the glass, and scores. Nice play there by Lily Martin off a great feed. Star Lede with it for Northwest. 1:10 to go. Out of play to Carroll. Ball's inbounded. Carroll will bring it down the floor. Woodard with it. Feeds it top of the key to Zachman. Now Zachman looking to do something with it. Feeds it in. Nice play into Curry. McCory for three is short. Grizzlies get it. 40 seconds to go. On the near side, Daisha Johnson puts one up. It doesn't go. Rebounded by the Eagles, and here they come down the floor. And Zachman gets an easy lay-in. 10 seconds to go. Grizzlies are going to lose this one by 23 or 25, depending on what happens here. And Aubrey Lohman's shot misses, and that's the buzzer for the final gun. Final score of this one, Bishop Carroll 59, Northwest 36. Teams shake hands here, and let's take a 60-second timeout, and then we'll come back real quick before we go to our pregame visit. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Big crowd gathering for the boys' game. I'm on the visitors' side. There's more people up here on the track than there are in the seats. Final score again, Bishop Carroll 59, Northwest 36 in the girls' contest. We're going to send it to Kylan Hawkins, who is our guest on the pregame show tonight. Haven't had Kylan on before. Glad to have him with us, so stay with us. He'll be coming up here in mere moments. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Our doubleheader with Bishop Carroll continues now. We're going to turn our attention to the boys contest, and this being the last broadcast game of the year against Bishop Carroll. And we're joined here tonight by Coach Kylan Hawkins. And Coach, welcome to the broadcast. And it's been we should have had you on a lot sooner, and I'm sorry we're glad to have you.
Oh, no, it's okay. Appreciate you having me on.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Tuesday night's game. The game was close throughout against East High, and the boys came through at the end and took the W to get you to 4-0.
Yeah, it was a tough game. I feel like we came out with energy that. Earlier, if you go back to the first game of the year, we looked a little sluggish. Coming back home for this fourth game, I don't think we looked too sluggish. We just weren't clicking on all cylinders. Personally, I don't think we had a great rebounding game. We played defense pretty well, but just couldn't complete the defensive possession by getting rebounds, and that hurt us. We also had a big task with Ishmael Berry and a couple of their other players, which they're great players, and just focusing on the task with them. I feel like we had a couple opportunities to spread it out a little bit, and we just couldn't make it happen. But ultimately we dug in and got some stops at the end, and came away with the victory. So it was an ugly one, in my eyes, but it's better to go back to the drawing board with a win than a loss. So we'll take it how we can get it.
Absolutely. And Andy always would say too that it's a lot better to win ugly than to lose ugly.
Yeah, correct.
So in practice, you look at the things from the Tuesday night game, getting prepared for the Bishop Carroll contest. What do you concentrate on?
Well, first of all, just our energy. If we can come out with great energy, great poise, great communication, those things will help us, stick in any battle. Going to, watching the film of the Bishop Carroll and Capon game, Carroll played a really good, tough, rugged, high energy game. And, come tomorrow, we're going to have to match that energy. They're coming in off of a win, great win for them. They played their butts off. And, we got to step to the task and be ready for those boys coming in because, they're not going to lay down for us, just because we're 4-0, that means nothing. It's mano a mano tomorrow night. So, just stay focused.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And, with Bishop Carroll coming over this big upset win over Capon on Tuesday night, they're going to be, the Eagles will be flying high coming in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they will. They will.
So anything in particular as far as the approach of the game is concerned against Carroll that it would have been against any of the other previous four opponents?
I think, the basics I think is the same. You gotta do all the little things. You gotta communicate. I think defense for us is the big thing. I feel a little bit as, we're still trying to find our identity, with our kids, kind of, just, backtracking, looking back at last year, we had some great defenders and, we're trying to implement those same types of things in these kids, just being able to get after it on the defensive end. So I feel like, if we can come out and have a stellar defensive game, put some stops together, I think we'll be fine. Usually, offense usually takes care of itself. We like to say, we want our defense to create our offense. We don't want it the other way around. So I feel like we come out and play great defense, do the little things, defensive rebounds, boxing out, talking, communicating. We know Carroll's style of play. So, if we can do that and match them with that energy, it can be a great night for us.
Well, we wish you the best of luck on that. Before we close out here, I think it would be appropriate more than anything else to give our viewers a chance to learn something about Kylan Hawkins because the coaching staff. I mean, Andy Hill has talked about the coaching staff and how much he appreciates what you've done, but we really don't know too much about you. So, can you give us a little Cliff Notes history of Kylan Hawkins?
Kylan Hawkins, I actually went to high school at Northwest, graduated 2007. I got the chance to play for Hoffer Holdeman on his team, great coach in him. Didn't play college ball, dealt with some injuries and stuff, kind of just left it alone, and dug my feet into, helping out with the Northwest team, came back and helped under Chris Collins' staff with him. And, coaching just led me to where I'm at now. Never thought I would be a coach. I kind of shied away from it for a while. And, Chris got me, come on, man, I want you to coach, I want you to get around this program. And, finally I did it and I've been running with it since. So, me and Andy've been coaching together now this is year 9 for us. So I was out with him when he had the job at Newton, and we got back to Northwest, and I've been on his staff and been up under him for a good time now. So, me and Andy have a great relationship. We click very well. He looks to me for things as well as the other coaches on our staff, and we get it done by committee. So, with his lead, even though I know he's out, he trusts in us to get the job done. And tomorrow we're going to look at trying to do it again. So,
well, we're glad to have you on
that's
board.
Really about me.
Yeah, I know how much he relies upon you, and it's great to have you on that coaching staff. What you're also involved in Northwest, other than coaching. What do you do in the building?
I'm just a para in the building. I'm class to class helping kids. Just trying to help the youth. I always feel like it's good to give back, help these kids out. We deal with a lot of inner city kids as well as, some kids that are, helpful, middle class kids. But, I think one thing in me is, I'm a server by heart. So, whatever I can do to help people, help kids, that's what I try to do. And, they love it. It's good to have, positive role models that you can look up to and, be able to coach you in the sport of basketball. Those kids really hearken to our words and listen to us. So, it's a blessing for me.
Well, and it's a blessing for them too. And the only thing I would take objection to what you just said is the words "just a para," because
oh no,
your role
it's a big
is
role.
so important in that building. And as the role model that you just described, it more than anything else, and being able to help those kids who need help getting through to get through. My hat's off to you for what you do.
Yeah. And I say that because I tend to play the background in life. Like I don't like being the focal point of anything. Like I've always said, I'm okay not having my own classroom. So that's how I view it. I just like being just the server. Like I don't have to be out there, even yesterday's game, I'm nervous because, my first time really getting out there and, in front of a crowd, not wanting to do wrong. But, once that ball tipped up, it was game time. But, just a little nerves. I mean, that's just me. I'm kind of reserved, quiet. I don't say a lot, when I don't have to. But, when it's time to step up to the task,
there you go.
Duty calls. So
duty calls. One last question. What's the injury situation for the Bishop Carroll game?
The what? I'm sorry?
What's the injury situation on our team as far as the Bishop Carroll game is concerned? Anybody hurt?
Oh, no, we should be fine. I know we were short. Franklin had got a concussion at the Southeast game, had a little head ringer. We just felt it was best to keep him out. Our athletic trainers kept him out. He was full pro practice today, and he'll be back for tomorrow. So we'll have a little bit of a deeper bench that we didn't have Tuesday, which gave us some problems too. So we'll be back full healthy, full stride, and no injuries this way. So we'll be good.
That's good. You're probably going to need everybody. You got a formidable task against
Bishop
Carroll. Okay, best of luck to you against the Golden Eagles. Let's go out there and get that 5th W. And
yes, sir.
Look forward to talking to you next year for the West game on January 3rd.
Okay, likewise. Appreciate you having me.
Thank you. Coach Kylan Hawkins on our pregame show. Stay tuned now. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Then we'll be back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play of tonight's varsity boys contest against the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Get out there. Join the fun. Support your team.
And we welcome you back to Wichita Northwest High School for the Varsity Boys Contest, which will be tipping off here in about 8 minutes. You can see the players are warming up. No scratches for the Grizzlies that we know of. They come in 4-0 on the season. And again, Bishop Carroll coming in off a huge win against Cape and Mount Carmel on Tuesday. A major upset as they defeated the number 1 team in 5A. So they're going to be pumped tonight, and they're going to give us. They're going to make us work for it. I guarantee it. It's going to be. If we're 5-0 after this is over, we've earned it. Bishop Carroll has a good team. We're going to let you listen to the band here as we count it down to the introduction of the starting lineup. So enjoy the music. Welcome you back. We're about 1 minute away from, what do you need? You want this one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're less than a minute now away from the introduction of the starting lineups, the presentation of the colors, and the national anthem. And they're going to go right to the starting lineups, and so are we. We'll start with the starters for Bishop Carroll. And they are a 6-foot senior guard, 6'2" senior guard, number 1, Jason Bergkamp. 6-foot junior guard, number 2, Landon Stephen. 6-foot junior guard, number 4, Judd Blasey. 6'3" junior guard, number 5, Brody Kreitzer. And a 6'2" senior forward, number 21, Ian Muth. The Golden Eagles are coached by Dale Faber. He's assisted by Lawrence Barles, Greg Gertz, and Chris Davis. Now the starting lineups for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. A 6-foot junior guard, number 1, Darian Hammond. 6'5", senior forward, number 2, DJ Brown. 6-foot senior guard, number 5, Eli Benning. 6'3" senior guard, 6'3" senior guard, number 23, River Peters. And a 6'4" senior forward, number 25, Liam Calvert. The Grizzlies are coached by Andy Hill. He's assisted by Kylan Hawkins, Gavin Darr, and Gary Cooper. Grizzlies are in their home whites. Carroll is in their yellow gold uniforms tonight as the road team. Grizzlies will play from left to right here in the first half of play. And I'm hoping against all hope that everybody in front of me sits down. DJ Brown will take the tip for Northwest, and it is my guess that it will be Ian Muth taking it for Bishop Carroll. We'll see how right I am. And I'm wrong. It'll be Brody Kreitzer taking it for Bishop Carroll. Getting set to start this one off, and if you weren't watching the girls' game, we are severely short-staffed here tonight. I'm the only one here. And it will be, the clock on your screen will be in minutes only. And we are underway. Thank you. DJ Brown with it, feeds it over to Benning. Benning underneath the basket. And he's traveled with it. And quickly we have a turnover here to Bishop Carroll. Eagles bring it down the floor. That's Landon Stephen with it. He gives it to Muth. Back to Stephen. He puts it up for 3. It's good. And they started off with a 3 ball, does Bishop Carroll. Grizzlies miss the rebound to Carroll, and we're going to need to get some offensive boards here. A full house here at Northwest for this game. Blasey gives it to Landon Stephen. Stephen feeds it over on the near side to Muth, puts it up for 3. And it's 6-0. Blasey. Charge is going to be called on Blasey. first foul of the game for either team. And if I said Blasey, I meant to say Brown. DJ Brown got called for that foul. I'm not exactly sure what I said. Ian Muth with it for Carroll. Eagles trying to extend their 6-0 lead. Ian Muth double teamed. That's Steven with it. Steven puts up a long one, misses everything, and we have a shot clock violation. It'll turn over to Northwest. They'd have gotten the ball anyway, so it really doesn't call it either way. It's Grizzly basketball. There's a 3-ball for Northwest. Missing, rebounded by Hammond. Out to Benning. Benning with it, puts it up from 15. It rims in and out, and that's rebounded by Judd Blasey. Here comes Bishop Carroll back with it now. 2.5 in, Grizzlies trail 6-0. Ian Muth with it. He puts up a 3. Good. And I'll bet you the Grizzlies are going to take a full timeout, and that's exactly what they're doing. 9-0. Grizzlies trailing early. Will be back. Stay with us. You're watching NWS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
Grizzlies basketball on the internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly basketball on the web.
Back underway, Grizzlies just inbounded the ball. There's a 3-ball by Brown. Count it! The Grizzlies are on the board. Nothing but threes so far in this contest. Not exactly what I was expecting. Back out, Ian Muth. He has a couple of threes already. He passes it off. And he traveled with it. Far side of the floor. Brody Kreitzer travels with it, turns it over to Northwest. Benning will bring it up the floor. He gives it to Brown. Now to River Peters. Peters lost the handle. Got it to Brown, though. 3-ball from Hammond. Good! And the Grizzlies have cut it to 3. A well-placed timeout by Coach Kylan Hawkins. And we want to again thank Coach Hawkins for joining us on the pregame show tonight. We have been long overdue to have him on. He is very well spoken and he has the interest of these kids at heart. Oh, here's going to be a dunk. No, a lay-in. I thought it was going up for the dunk. He lays it in, and it will extend the lead to 5. And the Grizzlies answer right back with Benton, who just came into the game. Deshae Benton, the 6'3" sophomore forward, came in for Northwest. Swept off the glass by River Peters. Here comes Northwest right back. Out of bounds, kicked out by Carroll. It'll stay with Northwest. 3:21 remaining, first quarter. Grizzlies trail by 3. Benning inbounds to Brown. We're back underway. On the near side for 3. River Peters off the rim. No good. Put back by Benton. Count it. Grizzlies are within 1. After giving up the first 9, they've now outscored them 10-2. Gertz with it. He gives it off now to Landon Stephen. Gertz with it again. Underneath. Back out and a travel. Yes, indeed. Turn it over to Northwest. Benning will inbound to DJ Brown. Hammond comes out. See who went in for him here. River Peters is out there. Benton is out there. I can't see the 5th player at the moment. The crowd is screening me. I'll tell you who it is in a minute. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it's Aquay, and it is. It's Franklin Aquay, number 4. There's a 3-ball by Brown. It misses. And a foul called. And we're going to go the other way with it. That foul's on Northwest. It's on Franklin Aquay. Loose on the floor, picked off by Benning. Lay it in, yes. Grizzlies have their first lead of the game. On a 12-2 run, there's going to be an easy lay-in. That time for Nathan Gertz. Benning with it, slowing it down a bit. DJ misses off the heel, rebounded by Gertz. Brody Kreitzer brings it up the floor. Gertz in the paint now. Gives it off again to Kreitzer. Kreitzer for 3, and it's good. And the Grizzlies, who led a moment ago, trail by 4. And they got 3 of them back right there. Thank you very much, Franklin Aquay. One minute to go in the quarter. There's another basket. 18-15 now the score. That one's off the heel, no good, and we have a foul called. This will be on Carroll, I believe. The crowd will tell you who it's on. It's on Keaton St. Vrain, who just came into the game for Carroll. And it will put Benning at the line to shoot 3 with a chance to tie it. First one's good. Second one misses. Come on, Eli, we need these. Now coming back in for Bishop Carroll is Jackson Bergkamp. He will replace Brody Kreitzer. Benning with one more. And he missed 2 out of 3. That's not really a good thing here. Underneath, ball's up, doesn't go, rebounded by Peters. Here comes Benning with it, and he lays it in to tie the score. 30 seconds to go. Underneath. Knocked out of play, but it'll stay with Bishop Carroll, however. If you were watching the girls' game, I told you this one was going to be a barn burner, and so far it has lived up to all expectations. Ball's inbounded to Littlejohn. Underneath, knocked out of play. It'll stay with Carroll. 16 seconds to go. Darian Hammond comes in now for River Peters. Carroll will inbound with a chance to take the lead. That one knocked out of play by DJ Brown. That took all of 0.4 of a second. There's 15 seconds remaining. And they inbound it again. This time a 3 ball's put up short, and it's rebounded by Brown. Here's a chance for Northwest. Underneath, Hammond, yes! Grizzlies lead. 3 to go, 2-1. A long one, misses everything, and we have reached the end of the first quarter. And at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's Northwest 20 and Bishop Carroll 18. We'll be back with the second quarter after they with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Bishop Carroll will inbound to start the second quarter. And we have a whistle already, and it's a turnover. I have no idea what happened there. I missed it. Oh, it's a foul. A foul in the backcourt. Foul is charged to Landon Stephen. That's his first. Grizzlies will inbound. McQuay will send it into Hammond. Benning with it, top of the key. Benning still with it. Far side, Hammond for 3. Short, and the rebound is knocked out of play. That should stay with North. Now they're calling a foul. What do they call it? They're calling a foul on Benton away from the ball. Stephen turned it over. We've had 5 whistles in the first 20 seconds of this quarter. Peters gives it to Benning. Benning drives, puts it up, doesn't go, rebounded by Carroll. Here they come. Around the horn it goes. Muth sends it into the corner. Now back out to Landon Stephen. Stephen back into the corner to Muth. Now a 3 ball Off the heel, no good. Who's going to get the rebound? It's won by DJ Brown. Here come the Grizzlies back with it. Brown back out to Peters. Back to Brown. To Hammond. Hammond drives. Off the glass. Count it. Darian Hammond. Sorry about that. This is what happens when you're a one-man show and the clock doesn't work. Okay, underneath, and a nice easy lay-in that time by Judd Blasey off a great feed. 22-20. That one goes out of play. Turn it over to Bishop Carroll. Ball was passed over River Peters' head. He couldn't get to it. Carroll with a chance now to take the lead or to tie it on this possession. And Franklin Aquay, I don't know, is talking to the ref. He was trying to draw a foul over there. Referee had a few choice words to both of them. And high pressure being put on by Northwest. Hammond now with it. And they get it across the timeline. For 3, nothing but net from Brody Kreitzer. River Peters misses. Kreitzer gets the rebound. Feeds it up the floor to Judd Blasey. Now that one's taken away. Aquay up to Brown. Brown 1-on-2. Puts it up, doesn't go, gets his own ball back and puts it in. Grizzlies lead again. We have a whistle away from the, or did he kick the ball? And we have a foul called. Foul's on Aquay, it's his second. It's the second team foul on Northwest in this quarter. 4:53 to go in the second quarter. Ball's inbounded to Kreitzer. Now a big drive misses, and Liam Calvert with a rebound. Benning brings it down the floor. And a miss. Count the basket and a foul on Northwest. And the free throw is good. 26-24, Carroll. Been a back and forth game here in the first half, for sure. Peters gives it to Benning. Benning back to Peters. And we have a whistle and a foul called. Foul's going to be charged to Jackson Bergkamp. That's the second team foul on Carroll. Brown doesn't go. Putback does, though. We're tied. And just like that, a 3 ball, and We're down again. We have a whistle and a foul called. It's on Steven. That's his second, team third. Keaton St. Vrain comes back in for Carroll, replacing Landon Steven. Liam Calvert for two. Almost stole that one. Carroll with it, down he goes. Blocked by Benton, and he gets the ball. Brown for three, off the heel, no good, rebounded by, by Kreitzer. Ian Muth with it for Carroll. St. Vrain with Benning on him, back to Kreitzer. Kreitzer drives in the paint, puts up a floater, doesn't go. Rebounded by Brown. Here come the Grizzlies back. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Three ball misses, rebounded by St. Vrain. Gets it to Kreitzer up front. There's a long one for Brown. 1-on-2, he doesn't get it, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. He's got a chance to put the lead, give the Grizzlies the lead back. Benning telling him to take a deep breath here and relax. First one is good. Coming back in for Carroll is Littlejohn. This free throw to give the Grizzlies the lead again. It's up and it's good. Grizzlies lead. Aquay comes in for Brown. Grizzlies lead 30-29. 2:30 to go. There's one that Benton got a hand on. Couldn't keep it in play though. Nice job though by Deshae Benton. That one's inbounded. Here comes Carroll back down the floor. Far side, Muth for three, uncontested, it rims out, rebounded by Benning. Here come the Grizzlies back. And now a steal by Carroll, by Judd Blasey. And now we have a foul called. An offensive foul puts the Grizzlies in the bonus. Aquay with it on the far side. He'll give it to Hammond. Hammond back to Benton now, top of the key. Benton back to Hammond. Hammond underneath from 12 feet, doesn't go. Put back doesn't go by Calvert, and a foul's going to be called here. The foul is on Northwest, and it's on Liam Calvert. Offensive foul. Landon Steven returns to the game for Bishop Carroll. Carroll with it. Littlejohn gives it back to Kreitzer. Kreitzer looking for help, almost threw it away. Now they're going to call a foul on Hammond. That's unfortunate. And that'll put Carroll into the bonus. And Carroll will be shooting free throws here. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. First one is good, the tie game. He missed the second. We're still tied. Grizzlies have it. And they bring it down the floor. DJ Brown in the paint, puts it up off the glass, and it's good. Kreitzer gives it back to Littlejohn. Now Littlejohn brings it up the floor, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Hammond. That's his second, and his second foul in the last 2 minutes, and we're over the limit, so it'll be free throws. At the line is Luke Littlejohn with a chance to tie it. First one misses. He has one more coming. Benton comes in. Missed them both. Rebound by Brown. 1 minute to go in the second quarter. And we have a foul on Aquay away from the ball. It's an offensive foul, so there's no free throws. That's his third foul coming off the bench. Not a good thing. Stolen. DJ Brown wanted a foul. He didn't get it. Instead, they called it a turnover. Carroll has it and brings it down the floor. Again, with a chance to tie or take the lead. That one goes out of play. It will stay with Carroll, I believe. And yes, they are giving it to Carroll. We had about 30 referees right below me who thought it was going to go the other way and were clamoring. Back in. That's Steven with it. Benning on him. $12 on the shot clock. Steven again pulls it out. 6 on the clock. And we have a shot clock violation, not that it mattered. And what are they calling here? Called a turnover. There are 4 seconds remaining in the quarter. Inbounding will be Judd Blasey. He gets it in to Kreitzer. Last shot time, it goes up and it misses. And we are at halftime. Halftime score, Northwest 32 and Bishop Carroll 30. Wow, what a first half this was. We'll be back with halftime. After this, stay with us. You're watching NWHS, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzlies basketball on the internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly basketball on the web.
Welcome back. It's halftime here at Northwest in the boys contest, and the Grizzlies with a 32-30 lead here at the break. This isn't good. If I didn't know any better, I'd say our graphic has malfunctioned, and it has. We're going to let you listen to the band while we fix it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, welcome back. And we're joined here at halftime by a very special guest, the soccer coach emeritus of Wichita Northwest High School, Bobby Bribieska, is with us. Bobby, how are you?
Good, Kevin. It's good to be here. You got a nice crowd. You got a very competitive game, a very exciting game, up and down. It could go either way.
Got a full house tonight.
Great house, and the student body is loud, and I like it.
They are loud, and they loud. The band is great as always, and it's just a great atmosphere. And again, as you said, it's a great game. 2 points at half, and all through the girls' game, I said this game would be a barn burner, and I meant it. And it certainly has lived up to all expectations so far.
I think Bishop, they're surprising everybody this season.
They are. I mean, they came off a big win against Capon on Tuesday.
A great win against Steve Eck. Wow. I don't think he slept after the game.
Probably not.
Yeah. Bishop, I like the way they're playing. They don't give up. They're aggressive, good teamwork. But I like the way that Northwest plays. I think they got more speed and a little bit more athletes.
I agree with you. I think the athleticism goes to Northwest.
Yeah.
Kreitzer is a big guy. Youth is a big guy for Carroll. We don't have that kind of size.
Yeah.
But we outdo it with speed, no question about it.
Yeah. This second half should be a very good game.
It should be.
You know, this is the first year for that time clock, right? 34 seconds. And they use it well, you know.
Really, the shot clock has not been a factor in any game yet this year.
In this game.
Really has not been a factor.
Yeah.
So, I personally don't like it. I would, I'm very vocal about that. I just don't think it's necessary.
Yeah. Now, it's my first time really paying attention to that clock, but we haven't had a whistle for not taking the shot in 34 seconds.
No.
So
the Grizzlies have not expired the time clock yet this year.
Yeah. So it really is not a factor, I think.
So it's a non-factor, and that's why I don't think it's necessary. And quite honestly, it's just an additional expense for every school to have somebody man it.
Sure.
They got to pay somebody to run it.
Yeah, and then we're playing without our coach Hill. I think he had surgery or something, but these coaches that got on the staff, they seem to do a good job.
Kylan Hawkins is a very, very solid coach, and they don't lose anything.
Yeah.
They don't lose anything having Hawkins running the show.
Right, yeah.
So
I think this is the last game before the break. Is that right?
It is, yeah. No, this is the last game until next year.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's good. Everybody needs a break.
Everything is shut down next week in total. They can't practice or anything next week.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
And then they come back the following week, they practice, and then Northwest goes to West on January 3rd for their next game.
Well, I see where Northwest is, I believe they're ranked 5th in the state.
They are.
And I can't think any other time where they were ranked that high so early, but that speaks well for the program and for Andy Hill.
It's good. Yeah, and the kids have done a great job. We've got the chemistry on the team is very good. The addition of DJ Brown and River Peters has been tremendous.
Yeah.
In this,
I'm looking forward to the game with Capon and even Heights, because Heights is always a big basketball.
Heights is always good, and I think we can. I think we can play with Heights as well. No question, and Capon too, for that matter.
Yeah.
There's no question we can play with both. So now we have a foul, and looks like it's going to be an offensive foul. It is a charge. Is going to be the first foul here of the second half.
Well, let's hope that the officiating doesn't decide the game, because this is a very close game.
It is. And, I've not complained about officiating at all.
Yeah.
I think the officials do a great job.
Right, yeah.
And it's hard. These games are so fast-moving. It is very, very difficult.
That's right.
For they've got to be on their game.
Yeah.
And so we have another turnover here. Northwest is bringing it back down the floor. Okay, Bobby, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you, Kevin.
Glad to have you. All righty.
Happy holidays.
Same to you.
All right.
Okay, Bobby Bribieska joining us here at halftime. Glad to have him, and Merry Christmas to Bobby and his family. And now I can get back to the business at hand. Grizzlies just sank a three-pointer And there's an answer by Bishop Carroll. Grizzlies lead by 3. 1 minute into the third quarter. There's a long three that's off the front of the rim, no good, and it's rebounded there by Blasey, and he brings it down the floor. Round the horn it goes. Putting it up and missing. River Peters on the rebound, and Hammond beat me to it. I couldn't get down there fast enough. Darian Hammond gives us a 5-point lead, our largest lead of the game. And we have a whistle. And what do we have here? Well, we have something. They blew the whistle for something. I'm not exactly sure what. Carroll inbounds the ball, and we're back underway here. Just over 6 minutes remaining, third quarter. Oh, that one was almost picked by Peters. Putting it up and missing, pardon me, is Muth. River Peters went coast to coast and got fouled as he tried to dunk it. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul's going to be charged there to Steven. That's his third. And the first one bounces and falls. Grizzlies by 6. Peters will get one more. And he makes them both. Grizzlies have their biggest point of the lead, biggest lead of the night, at 7 points. Heavy pressure being put on by Northwest here. There's one that misses everything. DJ Brown on the rebound. He'll bring it down the floor himself. Dishes it off in the corner. Calvert back out to Benning. Benning will give it to Liam Calvert. He thought about a 3. Now he goes in for the lay-in and misses it. And it's picked off there by Ian Muth. And here comes Carroll back. And the 2-point bucket. And I think we're going to have a timeout called by Northwest, I believe. We're going to say it's Northwest until they tell us different. 30-second timeout. Let's go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back here in WHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey, man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Needless to say, I was incorrect. It was Carroll that called the timeout. Each team now with 4 timeouts remaining. Grizzlies lead 39-34, and it will be Grizzly basketball. Inbounding it will be Eli Benning. He's on the floor with Darian Hammond, River Peters, Liam Calvert, and DJ Brown. River Peters for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Calvert, and a whistle. Foul is on Steven. It's his 4th foul. He'll come out now. He'll be replaced there by St. Vrain. Grizzlies will inbound to DJ Brown. He back in the paint, puts it up, misses, and it's rebounded by his counterpart, Judd Blasey. Carroll working the ball down the floor. Underneath, Around the horn, there's a three by Littlejohn that misses. Carroll with the rebound, but a whistle first. And we may have a foul on Northwest here. It is on Peters. His first, team second. And they throw it all the way down the floor. You can see where they went together. I wasn't expecting that. Loose ball on the floor, knocked out of play by Northwest. It'll stay with Carroll. Good defensive play, however, by the Grizzlies here in the third quarter. Carroll brings it down the floor. Blasey with it, gives it to Kreitzer. Now with it is Gertz. Nathan Gertz with it. He pulls it back out. Gives it to Blasey. Around the horn. 1 second on the shot clock. They barely got it off. Didn't go. That one didn't go either. Third try is blocked and a foul. It's on DJ Brown. That's his third. That concerns me. First free throw is good. St. Vrain will have one more. And that one misses, rebounded by Brown. Here comes Capon back down the floor. I'm sorry, Northwest down the floor. What am I thinking? Long three is short. Rebounded there by Carroll and thrown out of bounds. It'll be a Northwest ball. Benning brings it in for Northwest. 3.5 to go, third quarter. A whistle and a foul. It's on St. Vrain. It's his third. Inbounded to DJ Brown. Brown to Benning. Benning into the paint it goes. And Benton, we got a jump ball call, I think. It is a jump ball, and on the alternating possession, it will go to Bishop Carroll. And again, the alternating possession is arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports. Kreitzer to St. Vrain. Back to Kreitzer for three. Good. Down to a 1-point lead now. 3 minutes to go. That had to be a foul. I don't know why they didn't call it, but it's all right. We got the three-pointer anyway. That one off the glass, no good. Rebounded by DJ Brown, and a foul is called. That is on St. Vrain, and that's his fourth. He'll come out of the game. And we have a turnover. Carroll inbounds the ball and brings it down the floor. That's Kreitzer with it for the Eagles. Now we have another whistle. Gosh, we've had a lot of whistle blowing in this quarter. What's this? Is this a timeout? I think so. I think Carroll's taking the timeout. We'll go ahead and take one, too. Why not? We'll be back in 30 watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food costs for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
Back at Northwest, coming out of the timeout. Called by Carroll. Guys, this is not a playground down here. Carroll inbounds the ball. We're back underway. Kreitzer feeds it over to Muth. Into the corner now, and a three ball put up by Kreitzer misses. Rebounded by Benton. Northwest brings it down the floor. That one will not count, I'm sure. Hammond will go to the line and shoot two. Grizzlies are now in the bonus the rest of this quarter. 1:43 remaining in the third. First one is good. Hammond will get one more. The second one is short, rebounded by Carroll, and they will work it up the floor. Nice ball, put back, misses. Oh my goodness, they missed an easy lay-in. Underneath, Benton is hammered going up. He'll go to the line and he'll shoot a pair. Wow, Bishop Carroll missed a golden opportunity for an easy lay-in. First free throw by Benton is good. Grizzlies lead by 6. They led by 2 at halftime. Liam Calvert will replace DJ Brown. Get a little more height in there on a possible rebound play. And they're both good. Grizzlies lead by 7 again. And I apologize for the camera, that's on me. Trust me, he made them both. Grizzly basketball. Believe me, folks, you have no idea what it's like to do this by yourself. Very disappointed in the young people who committed to be here tonight that aren't here. This will stay with Northwest. Coming in for Carroll is Britton St. Vrain, the freshman, younger brother of Keaton St. Vrain. From the free throw line, count it for Benning. 39 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Muth to St. Vrain. Back now to Gertz. Just about everybody's touched it. 10 on the shot clock. There's a 3 ball off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Northwest. And count the basket. Shot clock is off, 7 to go. St. Vrain nope, no good. That's Muth actually, and it was no good. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Northwest 49, Bishop Carroll 38. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. Stay with us. Again, you're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Back at Northwest as we get ready for the start of the fourth quarter of play. Student section in full force tonight. Today being the last day of school, they're officially on winter break now. Grizzlies will inbound to start play here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Northwest, DJ Brown, Franklin Aquay, Liam Calvert, Eli Benning, and Darian Hammond. That's your 5 on the floor here in the fourth quarter. And we are underway. Benning takes it and we'll bring it across the timeline. They start the quarter with a 9-point lead. And I can't add, it's an 11-point lead, their largest of the game. Carroll with it in the corner. High pressure being put on by Northwest. Aquay, nice job. Oop. Yep, charge. Offensive foul. Great job, Franklin Aquay. You can hear the student section. They're having fun. Grizzlies will inbound here as soon as things get settled. Couple of substitutions by Carroll. They're going to do another one here real quick. And that's that's St. Vrain coming in. Keaton St. Vrain coming in with his, I believe he's got 4 fouls, if I'm not mistaken. I know he has at least 3. In any case, Grizzlies with the ball. That's Hammond with it to Benning. Benning over to Calvert for 3. Off the rim, no good, out of bounds. That should stay with Northwest. Oh, they gave it to Carroll. I have no idea what that signal meant from the official near midcourt. Gavin Darr wanting an explanation. All right, people, sit down. Benning with it. Into the corner. Hammond for 3 off the front, no good. Back to Hammond, he'll do it again. He's short again. And this time it's Carroll coming away with it. Out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. River Peters comes in now for Aquay. And I was not aware of this. Landon Stephen, when he got his last foul, that was number 5. I was not aware of that. So he is done for the night. Kreitzer for 3, missed everything. And we have a foul call. I think it's going to be on Benning. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be on Kreitzer. Oh, I'm wrong again. It's on Blasey. That's his second. Down the floor comes Northwest. That's Benning with the ball. Bringing it up the floor. He gives it to Hammond. Puts it in, doesn't go. Rebound, Bishop Carroll. Here come the Eagles back down the floor with it. A 3-ball off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Calvert. Calvert gives it to DJ Brown. Back to Brown it comes. 2-3 zone now by Carroll. Now they go more man-to-man. DJ Brown underneath. And somehow the ball went between 2 white shirts. He split the difference, and it will turn over to Bishop Carroll. 5:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. Kreitzer with it. Into the paint from the free throw line and count it. River Peters from 3 doesn't go. Rebounded by Carroll. Here they come. Kreitzer in the paint. Underneath, laid it in, and this is trouble, folks. We're down to 7 points, and I think Northwest is going to take a timeout. It's a full timeout being taken by the Grizzlies. We'll go ahead and take a timeout with them as well. Back after this, stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web.
Back at Northwest, 5:07 remaining. Grizzlies lead by 7. Each team with 3 timeouts to go. Grizzlies have not fouled in the fourth quarter. And the possession arrow is pointing toward Bishop Carroll. Grizzlies will inbound to start play here. And we're back underway. Over on the near side, Hammond for 3, misses. Rebounded by St. Vrain. And now we have a whistle, and that may be on River Peters. And it is on Peters. It's his second, team's first. Kreitzer bringing it all the way down himself. Now he dishes it off. And a tie up down there. Oh, and shot blocked. Nice job. 14 on the shot clock. Ball's put up and misses. And rebounded by River Peters. Good job by Peters and the defense of Northwest on that possession. Benning with it. Working it down. River Peters thought about it, gives it back to Benning. Benning on the far side. Back to Benning now. He'll pull it back out. 13 on the shot clock. Back out to Benning. Benning, 7 on the shot clock. Into the paint, dishes it off. Here's the shot. Missed it. And rebounded by Carroll. Carroll bringing it down. That's Gertz with it. And taken away. Here comes Northwest right back. Underneath. Oh, Benning missed an easy lay-in. Underneath to Peters. Count it. Yes, sir. River Peters finishes it off. We have a whistle before the shot. I'm not exactly sure. I think we have a timeout by Carroll. We do. Carroll has taken a timeout here. And it's a full timeout. That means we're going to take a full timeout as well. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food cost for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
Grizzlies lead by 9 with 3:16 to go in the fourth quarter. I believe, if memory serves me right here, it's Bishop Carroll's ball. Quite honestly, I've forgotten, but I believe it's Carroll's ball. It is indeed the Eagles' ball. And they inbound. We're back underway. Around the horn it goes. Underneath. Shot misses. Rebounded by Brown. Oh, that's a terrible. I don't like that call at all. They called a jump ball. Brown was on his back. It's going to go to the Eagles on the alternating possession. And a good play by DJ Brown is literally wasted here. Inbounded, we're back underway. Around the horn it goes. Underneath. Into the corner, a 3 ball goes up and it counts. That's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see him getting hot with 3 balls. The lead is down to 6. DJ Brown, count it, yes sir! He answers right back. That's what we needed. We have a whistle and a turnover. Give it to Northwest. .220 to go. Fourth quarter. Grizzlies with it. Brown will give it to Benning. Back to Brown. In the corner, Ekwe missed everything. Hammond got the rebound though. Put back by DJ Brown. And the Grizzlies lead by 11 again. And we have a 30-second timeout being taken by somebody. We're going to keep it right here. It's Northwest timeout. They lead by 11. with 2:04 to go in the fourth. This game has been a barn burner. And it's not over yet, folks. It's a good game to end the year on. Grizzlies have the arrow. They also have the lead of 11. They've only committed one foul, 2 fouls for the Eagles in this quarter, each team with 2 timeouts remaining. And now Carroll inbounds, and we're back underway. Pressure being put on by Franklin Akwe there. Gertz with it to Kreitzer. Back to Gertz, now across the way. And a foul. That's a tacky foul by Eli Benning. He shouldn't have reached in. It's only the second foul on Benning, and it's the second team foul. Didn't hurt a lot. And Carroll with it again. Ian Muth gives it off to Littlejohn. Now to St. Vrain, the younger version. Muth puts it in off the glass. Nice play by Ian Muth. And now we have another timeout being taken by full timeouts being taken by Carroll. We're going to keep it here. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors here in 2024 in the first portion of the season, and give you the opportunity, if you're watching, to become a sponsor for yourself or your business. If you're interested in doing so, easy way to do it is to contact either Shane Monroe at smonroe, M-U-N-R-O, at usd259.net, or contact yours truly, Kevin Arkin. My email is karkin at usd259.net. Let us know you're interested. And a way to get in touch with you, we'll contact you and tell you everything you need to do. Lots of season left, and we've got some good buys on advertising to advertise on NWHS Grizz. All righty, we're coming out of the timeout. 1:21 to go here in the fourth. Grizzlies have the ball, and they get it to Benning. Benning down the floor before I could get to him, and he puts it in. Trust me, folks, he scored it. My apologies. Here's pressure being put on by the Grizzlies, trying to shorten the game this way. St. Vrain feeds it over to Littlejohn. Far side back now. That one is short for 3 and taken by, it is Northwest ball. That was taken by DJ Brown, and Hammond alertly knocked it off of his opponent. Less than a minute to go in the game. Grizzlies lead by 11. It's a 4-possession game. Grizzlies trying to go 5-0 before Christmas. Here's Benning with it. He sends a long one over here to DJ Brown. Brown pulls it back. Plenty of time on the clock. And a foul is called on Bishop Carroll. That's only their 3rd foul. Foul is being charged to Britton St. Vrain. That's his first. 35 seconds to go. The shot clock is off. Grizzlies do not need to shoot the ball. Benning. Underneath. Shot is missed, and stepping on the baseline is Benton on an off-balance shot. "14 seconds to go." You can hear the student section chanting that they believe we've won, and I believe it too. Grizzlies are going to go 5-0 here. A very tough and talented Bishop Carroll team. There's a 3-ball that misses. Put back doesn't go either. Brown gets it, and that'll do it. 3-2-1. There's the buzzer, and it is over. We are final here at Northwest. Final score, Northwest 58, Bishop Carroll 47. Grizzlies go to 5-0 on the season before Christmas. Once again, our next broadcast is next year, January the 3rd. We will be at West High for a doubleheader. We'll be on the air at 5:45 at West High on January 3rd. Between now and then, let me wish you all a very happy and blessed holiday season, a happy new year. Let's make 2025 the best year of all. Once again, Grizzlies win 58-47. Until next time, until next year, Kevin Arkin saying good night from Northwest High.